Bad music does something to you. There's a rotten feeling that pours out of you whenever you hear Future's vocal fry or Young Thug's incoherent speech, any song that comes complemented with a dance, and just about anything that's on the radio. But am I making up my mind about these records before I give them a chance? Can you honestly classify someone as bad after one listen? I'm d.respect, and I'd like to talk about the confirmation bias of bad music. You ever get a sense that you know what you don't like more than you know what you do? That's because music that you connect with comes with a sense of wonder. You don't know where it's going, so you don't have to know or understand it. You just have to know that you do, if that makes any sense. But the first time that I heard OG Maco was, you guessed it, a minute or two into the song. I knew that this would be the last time that I would ever listen to OG Maco. You see, because before him there was Trinidad James, and if I'm not mistaken, before him there was Chief Keef. And if we fast forward just a little bit, we can definitely blame Keef for Slim Jesus. Now, I've heard one or two records from each of these guys, but as hip-hop heads, we assume the worst when someone who isn't legally allowed to drink holds up a toy gun at a camera attempting to convince us how gangster they are. Murphy's Law traditionally states that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. If I'm presented with a free download to OG Maco's new project, it's only a matter of time before the tape takes a nosedive, probably moments after the first track ends. It's a defense mechanism that I've created against shitty, trivial music. If it can go wrong, it probably fucking will. But can I honestly classify someone as bad after one listen? Well, let's reenact the real-time reaction that I had to the first time I heard Fetty Wap. Shitty. See, right there. I decided. Now, the title doesn't necessarily lend itself to my bias. If you've heard songs like Lupe's That, you'll understand that a title sometimes needs the context of the song for the full story. But any song that starts off with "Hey, what's up, hello," which by the way is redundant as fuck, it's as if he had nothing else to say and just had to fill in the bar. Anyways, seeing your pretty face as soon as I came through the door, or some variation of that. At that point, I mentally eject because the song is indeed a glorification of a random chick who's willing to date a drug dealer. So I arrive safely at my bias. This idea is driven by one emotion, and that's boredom. All of these rappers have something in common, and it's not tattoos, gold caps, or GEDs. It's predictability. Call me crazy, but I don't hate Future because I'm not feeling the beats or the vocal pitches. In other words, it's not a musical issue. It's because he's fucking lazy, and so are the rest of these people. Of course, the vocal pitches and the beats are a part of the problem, but those are just the symptoms. Predictability is the disease. Once your mind has figured out everything an artist could possibly talk about or convey, you become bored because it's as if you've heard their entire catalog before. I get so annoyed with this forcefully open-minded paradigm of you've got to give something a chance, fully digest it to come to a sensible fucking conclusion. Well, guess what? This isn't geometry, it's music, fellas. Maybe you gave Fetty Wap more of a chance and listened to a few more of his records. Cheers to you. But are you going to be so generous about the future wave of fly-by-night rappers? The bias, of course, operates with a sense of degree. Some listeners have a greater threshold of shitty music. They tolerate it more. But guess what? I ain't one of them. So long, farewell, goodbye.